At the Expo with Matt. Matt, how you doing today?
Oh, it's great to be here at the Mortgage Expo.
So what's going on though in the market? I know you guys have a product. What's the name of your company called?
Well, I'm working with the Loan Exchange right now and soon owning, but it is 100% product, and we will wrap in $50,000 of student loans. Wow. So it will go over 100%. It's for prime borrowers, but it's basically like a VA loan, but for non-VA.
Dave Medina, so how's it going so far?
It's good, man. This is a good time. This is Jon, a longtime friend of mine. Came all the way up from the Murrieta area to be here, and it's been a great conference so far.
So what stands out? Anything as far as like products or any news about the mortgage business that stands out today?
Yeah, a lot of things. I mean, the necessity to be involved in the non-QM space as a loan officer, to be able to open those doors that we can't do on the traditional agency side. That's huge. If you're operating without that as an arsenal, then you're really sort of handicapping your customers that you're working with.
Right. It's like having a product selection or having a tool belt when you're missing one of the key tools. Yeah, to do the job. Yeah. So what do you see majority of your loans? What type of product are you missing? Is it like a bank statement, a high LTV?
Having a program that makes sense instead of taking into consideration, operating costs that are just ridiculous. Really having a make sense program that is more reflective of what the customer is actually doing as a self-employed person. That would be helpful.
What about like a HELOC for the self-employed, like a bank statement HELOC? Would that be something that you'd want?
Are you serious? A bank statement HELOC? That would be huge.
We just launched it.
That's super cool. I have never heard of that. And that's a lot of people who have secured housing before and they're locked into standard conventional financing. They don't want to get out and get into hybrid arms and things like that because they got the bulk of the mortgage on the house secured by
2.5% or 3%, right?
Exactly. But people need money, especially business owners. And there's not a lot of liquidity on that side of it, on SBA loans and other types of business financing. So people want to tap into their homes. But to be able to get a HELOC instead of refinancing the whole deal would be huge.
So maybe that would be a way to get into Fairway, yeah?
Yeah, let's talk to Fairway about that for sure.
So what do you think of non-QM?
Well, non-QM is something that Money House, we're looking to get into. The non-QM loans kind of fill that gap for things that a reverse mortgage doesn't work for. And so it'll be an extra arsenal in our belt. I love non-QM stuff. I think it's great. And the great thing about it is the government's not guaranteeing it, so the population's safe. These people are taking risks with their own money.
All right, we're at the tail end of the expo, and we're here asking questions about marketing and the types of loans we're doing. So what are you doing right now to market to clients?
Really, the biggest thing that I'm doing is I'm trying to create content on social media to help the consumers be aware of what's out there. Because a lot of times we talk to them directly and they don't know what products are out there. So I try to put something short, punchy out there so that they can learn a little bit and hopefully I add a little bit of value to them.
And what kind of message are you telling them? Like what kind of awareness are you teaching them about?
I think the biggest thing I'm trying to help them to see is that while it's always better to put a lot down to avoid private mortgage insurance, there's always options that'll help you to get into a home, and really that is a way for you to increase wealth in the future. Sure. If you get in,
even with less money down.
Even with less money down. And one of the things that I've been trying to talk to them about is, while people are waiting for the drop in the market, really it doesn't really make you money in the long run if you wait. Because interest rates are so low right now. I try to educate them that buying now is really still a good option.
So you think social media is a good way to market out there?
I do. I appreciate it. It's very reasonable. A lot of it is free, so it's a great tool.
That's cool. So do you also do any mailers, or is that just too much in the past?